Why do I foster? I suppose I've always had this idea that I've got the skills or the experience and the desire to help young people. I was a youth worker, still am in a way. And so my whole career has been around helping people in a community-based way. And there was always something as we developed our family that we should be able to learn from the things that we did at home and maybe help people in a much more deeper way than a community-based youth work provision might be able to. I think it's those elements of successes when you actually see a young person develop and you hear from the school that they're a different person than they were before they came to us. You hear from the young person themselves when they got a spelling test right, or they want a hug, or they're just enjoying being part of a family. And some of the subtle things where you hear a young person say something and you think, I'm sure that's the words my kids said a month or so ago, and they've accepted them and they're building them into their own sense of who they are. And that just makes you flutter inside when you see those moments. Well, for all the good that I've just been saying, I think the most challenging thing is the fact that it is someone else's child is coming into your home with a whole batch of backgrounds which clash, and they're bound to clash with your sort of setup in your structure. And that's not their fault, and it's not your fault, and it's just trying to sort of come to terms with that and try and meet in the middle about what works and what doesn't work for you and for them. I suppose on top of that, because that's expected, the biggest challenge is all the bureaucracy and the adults that are around those foster children. It's very different than bringing up your own children when you're being observed, they're being observed, and they've got therapists and teachers and social workers and everybody else that's looking at their life in a microscope. They can't be a normal, if there is such a thing, child, and trying to help them in a family situation when all those people are they're sort of swimming around in a fishbowl. Trying to help them be normal is very challenging. First and foremost, it's a charity. There's far too many things in the social care world which is about making money off people's misery, and a charity is about giving something back. And I feel that that's what fostering should be. They're already vulnerable, so they don't need anything else sort of added on to that. This is about their background, and it's about them helping them to go forward, and the charity is all about sort of helping and being sort of ethical in its way forward. Do it. Do your research, find out from foster carers, find out from agencies what their ethos is like, find the real stories and the real challenges. Speak to me, speak to the other foster carers that are around, and see the good things and the bad things, because it is a challenge, but it's a rewarding challenge, so do it.